Let's move on to talk about parameter linking. What is it and why do you want it? So it's actually a very, very useful feature which you'll be using all the time in Layer. So go into the editor for Layer 1. And here we have. Let's copy Layer 1 to another layer. Duplicate Layer 1. There you go. I've got two layers. We go back to Layer 1. Pan it left a bit. Go to Layer 2. Pan it right a bit. Detune Layer 2 a little bit. It's becoming quite nice. Let's change the filter. Only layer 2 is editing. So that's a pain in the arse if we'd have to keep going between all the different layers to change the filters to the same thing. So what we can do is if you hold down on the dial, this is what you've been seeing pop up occasionally when I hold it down for too long when I'm chatting. The link and assign panel will pop up. And this is the link and assign panel. And it tells you which parameter is being assigned at the top there in the title, filter 1 cutoff. And in this case, we're going to ignore the two sections on the right-hand side and concentrate on the left-hand side, which is the link group assign. And there are 4 groups, and we can link the layers, the parameter in any of the layers to these groups. So we've now linked layer 1 and layer 1 copy to group 1. And if we change the parameter, we now find that it's changing in both layers. And you can tell the parameter's been linked because it's now got a little red, or the color of the link, chain link icon in the middle of the dial. So there you go. So some of that's very useful. Very often you can do this in the layer strips as well. It's very useful sometimes to link together the volume sliders. And often very useful to link together the effect sense too. So there's parameter links, and you can do that for lots of layers. Layers can be, they don't have to be all linked. If we go up now, we'll find that layer 3 is not linked there. Look. So they don't have to be linked. You can link whichever you like. A shortcut in the link dialog, if you want to link all the layers, is to double tap on one of the dots, and it will either unassign or assign them all. Another thing you can do, which I think I did earlier, but if you've started off with one layer like this, excuse me, I've got a cold coming on in the middle of summer. I can't believe it. So here we are, back to one layer again. Now let's duplicate this layer. But this time we'll duplicate the layer, creating all the default links. So this will link all of the most useful parameters. And it kind of was discovered over testing, and over a long period of testing, we thought these are the most useful parameters to link. Some are not linked, like the tuning and pan and things like that. So all the parameters are linked now, so we can just pan layer 1 copy to the right, go back to layer 1, pan that to the left. Oops. Layer 1. And that's the left. Detune layer 1 a little bit, maybe. No, we're back into the same state, but now we don't have to worry about linking all the filters because we've already done it when we duplicated the layer. And so that's what the option to duplicate with existing links was about when we created a new layer. Duplicate layer with existing links. So if we've created some links, we can duplicate with existing links, duplicate with default links, or just duplicate with no links, or create a brand new default layer. I think that's about it for links. Apart from the fact that when you assign MIDI to a dial, you only need to assign MIDI to one of the dials in a linked group, because when you send the MIDI controller to the dial, it will respect the link, and so it will change all of the parameters in all of the group. I usually assign MIDI to the lowest link number in the group, so just so that I know where it's been assigned.